Palo Alto networks. Top focus for you all this year?
I mean, I think our primary focus in terms of how we're helping customers is to go back to that principle that I talked about the last time I spoke about really taking the notion of security and moving it left in that time horizon. We see that really the best way to improve your security outcomes is to prevent problems from being created in the first place. I mean, that seems very obvious to everyone. And yet it's something that people have historically really struggled with because the tools, the ecosystem, not just the security tools, but the overall ecosystem around cloud. Historically, a lot of times people were really thinking of it just as a data center that happened to be in a different place. They were still creating things manually. They were still manually managing those assets. But as you've seen the technology mature within the ecosystem and there being a greater level of adoption and knowledge of concepts like GitOps and really trying to describe everything that you were deploying and using as some kind of code artifact, you really now have this awesome security opportunity to really improve your outcomes by being able to provide automation to go and check for those problems before those assets are ever deployed. So we have a whole set of technologies that help customers do that. But, when I talk to agencies and even outside of the federal space, just across all customers, people ask what's the most important thing they can do around cloud security. To me, the thing that's going to create the greatest outcome, the greatest positive outcome for you is to begin inspecting those assets, be them container images, be them serverless functions, or be them infrastructure as code templates as early in the life cycle as possible. When they're just sitting on a GitLab server or a file share or wherever it may be, looking at those things, finding problems in them, taking action on them before those problems are ever created.